Now that we got it all ground out, it's time to weld it up. We're going to be using an 1/8 inch 6010 to fill up all the gaps and 332 7018 to fill it up for the final passes. And it looks like my cameraman found his annex again. So there you have it. All four corners are welded up on the outside. Now it's time to weld the inside. As you can see, the reason for grinding it out completely and putting a gap in there, it has been welded from the outside all the way through. So I'm going to put passes over the top of that. I can't get to the water jacket up top, but that's what that looks like on the inside, even when you can't get to it. So that is completely welded from inside and out. And here is the other side. Same thing. That one's not as pretty, but if I get too low, it'll get into the light. I guess I can move the light. But weld it out solid. Then I'm going to put passes over that. I never really could figure out a good way to film the inside and make it look like anything. So this next part is pretty uneventful and unexciting. So we're just going to zip through this part. So there is the repair after it's all done on that side. And there's the repair on that side. I will say I'm not too happy or proud of the way these top ones turned out, but that bevel in there is so steep and tight that no matter what rod I used, it didn't really want to lay in there very good. It didn't want to dig into the very bottom of it, not to mention all the soot that's in there from years of use. And then there's the other one, kind of had the same thing going on, wouldn't really tie into the bottom of it. So unfortunately, that is the most likely spot it's gonna start leaking again from. So, but the only way to really fix that is to really get in here and grind and get dust and shavings all over your neck because it's overhead, and grind that bevel back where you can get better, we can get the rod in there better. So I'm gonna roll the dice on those two. And this is the last thing. Every single corner on this door is cracked out as well, just to top it all off. So I'll fill them in real quick. Luckily, that's easy. Now we got all the corners welded up. Yep, there we go. Well, the moment of truth is finally here to see if I got all the cracks sealed up. So we're gonna fill it up and find out. There we are, got her filling up now. Well, we've got our first leak. Luckily, I don't think that one's gonna be hard to fix though. Well, there it is. She's full. I went ahead and cleaned off the rust so we can see them a little better, because I haven't been out here in a bit and it's rained, but so far I'm not seeing any leaks on the outside, but I wasn't really expecting any on the outside. These were fairly easy to weld up and seal up. So the real test is to see if there's any in here. See how these held up. But I gotta get a flashlight for that. So, well, it is looking like we got good news. Which that one may have not even went to the water jacket, so I don't know, but actually both of these may not have actually got into the water jacket, so they may not leak anyway. But the even better news is I don't see any leaks up here. And these two are definitely the ones that I was worried about. So look at this last one over here. Yep. Don't see any leaks over there either. So hopefully that's mission accomplished. Well, guys, I gotta say, I am extremely stoked about how this turned out. I gotta admit, when I first pulled the cover off of there and seeing all of the scale and cracks and everything, I thought I had messed up big time. But I'm extremely happy with how the project turned out, how the welds turned out, and especially how the video turned out. I plan on making more videos on this thing throughout the season, just how it works, the installation, the pipes, different kinds of wood, all kinds of different stuff. So as always on YouTube, likes and subscribes are extremely helpful. So until next time, that concludes this video. And of course, thank you for watching. My screenwriter has left that part out.